Yeah, it's me again. This time I'm doing some kind of nighttime pre-trip inspection. One thing I did not add before I broke down the second time, remember? Alright, I got something to say about this. I'm gonna show you something. I just dropped the trailer. I'm gonna show you all something. Yeah, what's up, man? I'm gonna show you a surprise. I could have showed you with the engine running, but I'm gonna show you what happened down there. I'm gonna show you in a while. Fuck it. You remember I showed you all this, right? This is the inverter. This is the inverter that knocked out the ECM computer. Alright, I already went driving with this truck. I drove from New Jersey all the way down to, what was it, South Carolina. I picked up in New Jersey and went to South Carolina. I don't remember. I forgot how it all started, but anyway. There ain't nothing wrong with the truck now. I already showed you this on the last video. I don't know why the hell this truck's so nasty anyway, but I'll clean it up. I showed you all the microwave oven and all that, right? Alright, that's not the problem. Why is this piece of shit in the way? Get the fuck out. Before all of that happened, right? When I was coming out of Florida, from the Freightliner, remember when I got stuck a month and a half? Somewhere on the way up, when I was picking up that load in Savannah, and then I broke down the second time in New Jersey, this happened. This right here happened. You see this piece of metal? It was stuck somewhere down in that wheel. I'm gonna have to turn it on and show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, especially mine. You use a flat.
Oh yeah, Goodyear tire surface is coming because I got two tires back there that's 30 pounds and 60 pounds. You see, I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what the inside of that rim looks like. I'm gonna show you that the brake caliper is shaking. Well, what's a noisy piece of shit. So friggin' noisy and ugly. I'm sorry I didn't shoot it in the daytime, but I forgot. This is what happened before I broke down the first time when I was picking up that load coming out of Savannah. That's when I discovered this. You see all the metal shavings right there in the rim? This is the rotor. This is the brake rotor. You see all the metal shavings right there? You see that big old ring? Yes. This piece of metal right here caused it. It was stuck way down in there. I wish them two would get the fuck out. It's making me sick. I'm right here trying to hear myself talk and I can't fucking hear myself talk. God, I swear. I came all the way out here by myself and this happens. I called Goodyear Tire Service because I discovered two tires that's soft. I'm waiting for them to leave, man, because I can't stand this. I'm trying to hear myself talk and I can't do it. They're supposed to pull up on the right side of me so that they can pull off them back tires. Like I was saying, I found this way down deep in there. It was far in the inside. Oh God. You're gonna have to excuse me, man, because I can't hear myself. I can't pay attention and talk with all that noise. I was right here by myself when I pulled up because West Rock wasn't ready. My load wasn't ready yet, so that's why I pulled up right here at this Target. So when I came out the store, that's when I found the RV right here. I'm waiting for Goodyear to come over and knock out two of these tires. This one right here is 30 pounds. That one is 60 pounds. The rest of these are brand new. When I picked this truck up out of Freightliner, all of those other tires are brand new, original, and they're all 110 pounds. I mean, 100 pounds. This one is 30. That one is 60. Well, Western Express didn't want to change these, but now, since I'm doing the pre-trip, I'm changing them. So it's like, you know, Western is kind of picky about their side. Anyways, let me get back to this part that I missed out. This piece of metal right here, it was somewhere way down inside one of them holes, like somewhere in here. When I heard that noise picking up that loaded trailer out of Savannah, and when I heard that noise, I thought it broke. I thought Freightliner must have did something to it. But now since I found it, I drove this truck about, you could say, 800 miles. I drove it up to Richmond, Virginia, then stopped, and then kept driving, and then stopped and shut down again. So the part where the power inverter knocked out the ECM computer or whatever, that's when that happened. And now Western Express in Bethlehem, they got the truck back going, and I didn't know it. So that's the reason why you saw that rental car, that Ford SUV rental car I was driving. That's the reason why you saw that one morning. But now it's what, the next day or so? I think it's the next day or the next 2 days. 2 days later, I got this load executed. Now I went to go pick up another one, but West Rock said it's not ready yet. So that's the reason why I'm here in this parking lot. All right, sorry about the confusion, but let me get back to the point. This right here that I found before I broke down the second time, I found out that the brake caliper is loose. It must have did something to the brake caliper. Damn. I swear to God, boy, I hate being disturbed. I don't like noise and interruptions at all. I hate it. I really do. They're over there laughing and talking, and I came here first and I wanted to be by myself. Not only that, Goodyear Tire Service, they're gonna have to come and pull their truck up right here and work on these tires anyways. Like I was saying, The brake calipers in here are loose. I don't know if I could hold a cell phone and show you. The other side is alright, but I'm gonna show you something. No, that's not it. I wish I could show it to you a certain way. I think this will do it. Yeah. If you could see it right there, you see it moving. You see that? You see it moving inside. All right, let me show it to you again. Let me see if I can hold the camera. You see that shaking going on? Yeah, the caliper and the brake pads are loose at the same time. But I actually drove this truck like 500 more miles. Actually, you could say I did over 1,000, and nothing didn't happen. And this one over here is solid. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the. Boy, it sure is loud and fucking ugly out here. Shit. Let me see if I could put this down somewhere. All right, this right here. You see it shaking? Yes, loose. You can see it right there. Hold up. Yeah, this one is loose, all right, look. All right, all of this is loose. It ain't loose completely, but I could tell you where I'm at. Let me tell Mr. Big Mouth in the fucking background to shut his shit. Because you know what? I could tell you two things that I did drive a vehicle when something was not right. I'm talking about Mr. Van Halen again. However you pronounce his name. I'm not talking to the rest of y'all. I'm talking about Mr. Judgmental. I have a way of surviving. I can use common sense better than most people. And I got more balls and brains than most truck drivers. Did you hear that? You heard what I said? Okay then. Well, I did report this to Breakdown. I think I told my DM about it, but the thing is, when I pulled that piece of metal out the rim, I said, okay, I solved it. I checked it. I'm okay. So I left Savannah, Georgia, and I stopped in Richmond, Virginia at another target to shut down. And then after that, I picked up again. And then I started driving north, and that's when I hit New Jersey. What do you call it? Like 287 in New Jersey, Plainfield, New Jersey. I shot down at another target. And then when I'm getting ready to get up, I went hooking up the power inverter to the truck's dashboard, and that's when I accidentally touched the negative terminal and it knocked out the computer, and that's why my truck got towed to Bethlehem. But this ain't got nothing to do with it. This was already in effect. It's just that I thought it was okay. But since I drove all these miles, I drove like over 1,000, close to 2,000 miles already. This thing is still in one piece. And not to mention, I've been coming downhill like 75 to 80 miles an hour. And nothing still didn't happen. I didn't hear no rattling, didn't feel nothing. So I know where I'm at. I'm safe. It's just when I get the chance, I'm going to pull into a shop and get it fixed. As a matter of fact, I might just tell TA about it because they're on their way over. But the thing is, they might not be able to do nothing. The thing is, if you take the wheel off, I don't know if it might disturb something. I'd rather leave it alone and just go ahead and keep driving. It took care of me through thick and thin. I drove over some muddy bumps. Nothing happened. I've been taking some corners kind of fast. Nothing happened. I've been downhill real fast, above 75 or at 75, more likely 76. Nothing happened. And I've been through all kinds of things and nothing happened. So not only that, now since I know the condition of this truck, even that 2003 Dodge minivan I had, the belt, the main belt that drives all of the pulleys and everything, like this one, that belt was so loose you could pull it off with your finger and put it back on. Because I didn't have no money to fix it that time, you know. I had to wait. And then I actually drove that sucker from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Valdosta or Moultrie, Georgia. I drove it like 450 miles. I drove it 450 miles far. And the belt didn't come off. It didn't do nothing. The batteries didn't go dead. None of that shit. You see, I got lucky twice. I got lucky with my Dodge minivan, and I got lucky with this truck right here. There you have it. So, it's like way back in the days around 2011. Yes, I got that lucky. And I took a chance with it and it worked. And this one, I just now discovered it, that it's loose. I already discovered that piece of metal before I started my trip. But now, I guess because of that right there, maybe that's the reason why. You can see those metal shavings right there. That piece of metal was rubbing against the road and all that. But anyways, this truck took care of me. I'm gonna take a chance with it. I'm gonna cross my fingers. I'm gonna just go ahead and if it took care of me this far, it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I'm gonna take it seriously. I don't think I want to mention that phrase. They say you should live by faith and not by sight. But anyways, I'm gonna shut my mouth about that. If I start talking, fingers gonna be pointing at me and all that crap. Let me just shut my mouth on that issue. I don't think we want to get religious here. Anyways, this one right here, you can see this is in perfect shape. That's what caused that piece of metal must have did something to the other one. That's why. This one's not shaking. I already checked that. So much, quite a bunch of things happened to this truck and I'm still rolling. Not to mention, I did a pre-trip by jabbing all these tires. You can see these are brand new. Freightliner did those when it came out the shop. All of those are brand new. Except these front ones, Western Express decided to keep it that way. They didn't want to listen to me anyways. I told them to go ahead and change all the rear tires like way before I broke down and went into Freightliner. And they said, no, we didn't see anything wrong with them. So guess what? Now since I broke down the first time when the DEF pump went out in Pompano Beach, that's when Freightliner said that Western Express asked them to do a DOT inspection, and the service writer at Freightliner said that the tires also need to be changed, all of the back rear tires. And I said, I already told them that. They just didn't listen to me. So now somewhere along the way behind my back, before I got this truck back, all of the tires are brand new except these front tires. You see, because they got some kind of thread depth, that's the reason why Western didn't want to change it. But now, since I started jabbing these tires, all of them, including the trailer tires, I found out that this one right here has 30 pounds and this inside one has 60 pounds. So instead of me wasting my time trying to inflate them again, I got Goodyear coming over to replace both of them. I don't care. Well, they might look kind of alright, but not really. They're old. These are the same tires that came with this truck when it was brand new, when this whole truck was new. These tires are actually a year and 3 months old, going on to a year and 4 months old. It's almost a year and a half old, both of them. So it's more like this. You can see that groove on the inside is sucked in. When I jabbed it, it just nudged. It didn't feel soft or anything. It still feels tough. It's just that when I jabbed it, it just, it kind of bobbled it a little bit. But when I jab these, it just stays secure. Well, let me tell you something. Mr. Valhalla, whatever the hell your name is. I know you like pointing fingers at me, but this piece of shit right here is not my fault. Pre-trip inspection ain't got shit to do with it. It came off road by itself. And I sure didn't be, I don't be driving on the side of the road picking up shit. I don't do that. It actually happened when I was driving out the customer truck terminal. That's when I heard it. When I heard that noise, I immediately stopped. But anyways, so much for that. I'm keeping this as a souvenir, man, because I want this as evidence to show the next mechanic that I'm gonna ask to fix that. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to that. I don't know if I want to open my big mouth to TA, because after the shit that I've been through, me being in Freightliner a month and a half with no work, and this is my actual paycheck. This is my paycheck right here, and this is my truck that I'm buying. I decide not to be held hostage again. So I'm gonna cross my fingers. You could go ahead and say whatever shit you want, Mr. Van Halen. I'm on my own fucking terms, and I decide what I want. Don't tell me. I know you're gonna say it's on you then if you decide to do what you want to do. Well, you're right, it is on me, because I got my background experience. I've been close to danger that many times and I never failed, and I never had a fatality. I've been close to danger and never had a fatality. But the thing is, I checked this thing out pretty good. There is such thing as components being damaged, and you could be safe, you know. That happens. You could be safe for a long, long time. But you know what? If this thing took care of me from South Florida, way down at the bottom of South Florida, all the way up here in, Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and all the way back down to South Carolina, well, I ain't worrying about it right now. But I will get it fixed, though. I'm not going to let it stay that way. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I would like to keep my shit closed. You know, like my mouth shut, so to speak, because I'm tired of dipping into the shop. I'm tired of sitting around a month and a half with no paycheck. And now I just got another disappointment from another load I was picking up. I got one executed this morning. I transflowed that, but the thing is, this West Rock right here, it's like they got X amount of trucks lined up, and one of the drivers said that, as a matter of fact, the shipper said it's gonna take 5 to 12 hours to get one of those loads. So I guess those truck drivers are just gonna sit there and camp out. And not only that, the security guard said that we're not allowed to sit there. So that's why I came here. All right, it's going on to 23 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up right now. So much for this. I'm just gonna go in there and wait for Goodyear to show up. And when they show up, they're gonna change both of these tires that Western Express didn't want to change. I'm gonna change them this time. Whoever heard of a tire that was 30 pounds here and then 60 pounds over there? I asked Western to change all of them, but they said no. When I was in that Love's truck stop, I said all of them have to go. Maybe except these two. But I said just change them all. Nah. They can't find anything wrong with it, so that's why. Okay. Well, they learned the lesson now. It seemed like I'm getting the divine intervention, so to speak. Whenever I want something done, I get rid of it, and then it goes my way. And if I can't do nothing about it, at least my luck would sustain me. And when my luck sustains, I'm safe. I'm safe before I break down or before I run into an accident. And then when it's time for me to get my stuff changed, that's when I get it changed. I guess I'm the one that deserve it because I really put my heart and soul in this truck. I'm the one going through the pain and suffering. I'm the one going through the pain and suffering, trying to be serious about my paycheck. Even when I'm stuck going 66 or 70, when I'm stuck at 66 or 70 miles an hour, would you believe I'm the only one passing cars all the time and trucks? In certain places, most of the trucks pass me and the cars pass me. That's just for a short while. Most of the times I'm passing cars and trucks, even when they're faster than me. I'm still passing them. God, most of them out there, they ain't as serious as I am. When I'm 66 miles an hour, it stays that way. And I had it easy yesterday too. I had it pretty easy. I didn't even slow down one time. I just kept going. Same thing today. Tell you what, the reason why I'm pulled away from this trailer is because since that RV was on the other side, I thought I had to pull away, come over here. But the thing is, I'm waiting for Goodyear to show up. So I'm gonna just sit in front of this trailer. And that's it. Oh man, I tell you. Yeah, I got that done. Get off of the fucking seat. I could tell you, boy, when the son of a bitch piss me off, I get pissed. And I stay pissed for a good reason. So much for the evidence. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Now there's looseness in the steering wheel. I never had this before. Let me try this out. What a piece of shit. I wonder if Freightliner did anything to this. I never felt the steering wheel before. Yeah, very funny. I don't remember the steering box feeling like this. Let me roll them windows up, man. Need some privacy in here. I'm at 27 minutes on this. Oh, let me turn this off. Yeah. So much for the pre-trip. That piece of metal that I found that I was talking about, I forgot to include that. I was so busy. I had stuff on my mind. I remember to throw that in the videos. But anyways, I already turned that rental in. That second one. The burgundy colored SUV the y'all saw. And you might say, I don't know which one is the best. Nobody really likes Western Express, but anyway, I'm gonna say it. Nashville is not so bad, but the thing I don't like about them, they're just as paranoid and stubborn and ignorant, just like Richmond, Virginia. It seemed like Richmond and Connecticut have something in common, but I think Bethlehem is the more closest one you can trust. Because I heard some other Western Express drivers say that going to orientation in Bethlehem is better. I don't know if that's true, but it seemed like those guys communicate a little bit better. Not to mention, one of them, whoever it is, I didn't even get a chance to see who fixed this, who got this truck up and running again. I left a note saying, just like I said it, I'm gonna say it again. I left a note saying, the power inverter over there must have knocked out the ECM computer. And then I said, check the ECM computer first. Next, you know, after when I started bobtailing that international truck, that loaner I thought I was going to get, I was just test driving it. I came back to Bethlehem's terminal with their truck, with their other loaner. And then when I went driving around in my rental car around the complex, that's when I came up and I saw my truck missing from the garbage can. And it was like a couple of feet across from where it was. I said, how did they get it in there? Nah, that truck no tow truck could have backed it up in there so clean and neat between two trucks. Somebody must have drove it. But that thing's not supposed to be drivable. So all of a sudden I get curious. I see the Qualcomm turned on. I said, wait a minute. That's impossible. Somebody must have fixed it or something. All of a sudden I turn the ignition key on, the engine starts. All the way up to now it's still working. So it's like I'm going through thick and thin with this truck. It's like a year and 3 months I kept going without really breaking down. I just run into minor issues like tire blowouts and PM inspections. That's it. All of a sudden the DEF pump went out. I sat in Freightliner for a month and a half with no work. And now the power inverter knocked out the ECM, and now I got it back real quick, thinking that I was going to sit around for another month, and no, I didn't. Now I discover the tires that Western Express did not want to change, they're now 30 pounds and 60 pounds. And I also discovered that the brake calipers are loose. I should have went further and checked that. That's because of that piece of metal that came off the road somewhere. I don't know how it got there. Anyways, I'm at 32 minutes. I'm gonna cut this video right now. I'm waiting for Goodyear to come here and take those tires off. Like I said, I ain't gonna do nothing about this. So if y'all don't need to follow my footsteps. You don't need to do what I do. Let me handle it. I'm the one with the brains and the experience. I know what to do. I can handle myself. So anyway, alright, if I got anything else to say, I'll go ahead and say it. I'll check y'all later.